There are 4 main types of attachment styles: secure, anxious, avoidant, and disorganized. Let's break them down really quick. Let's start with secure attachment. This is the ideal one. People with a secure attachment style feel comfortable with intimacy and are able to depend on their partner without feeling overwhelmed or rejected. They are good at communicating, setting healthy boundaries, and trusting others. For example, one of my clients has a secure attachment. She feels comfortable expressing her needs to her partner. Even when she is upset, I remember her saying, "If something bothers me, I just tell him and we talk about it. We don't let things build up." That's a secure attachment in action. Being able to trust your partner, feel safe, and communicate effectively. Now let's talk about anxious attachment. People with this style often crave closeness and fear abandonment. They can get really anxious when their partner isn't available or when things feel off in the relationship. They might not need a lot of reassurance, and they can sometimes read too much into small things. One of my clients has an anxious attachment style. He told me, when my wife doesn't reply to my text right away, I start to panic. I wonder if I did something wrong. For people like him, that constant worry about rejection or being left behind can really take a toll on the relationship. It can make their partner feel overwhelmed too. Next up is avoidant attachment. People with this style tend to keep their distance in relationships. They may struggle to show vulnerability and can sometimes seem emotionally unavailable. They value their independence a lot and may feel uncomfortable with too much closeness. This client would often shut down or withdraw when his partner tried to get closer emotionally. This caused a lot of tension because, his partner, who has more emotionally expressive, felt shut out and disconnected. And finally, there is disorganized attachment. This is a mix of anxious and avoidant behaviors. People with this attachment style often have a difficult time trusting others and can have unpredictable responses to intimacy. They might want closeness, but then push people away when they get too close. I had a couple who struggled with disorganized attachment. The wife would get really anxious and clingy, and sometimes she would pull away. So they go through cycles where she want constant reassurance, and then sometimes she shut down. It created a lot of confusion and frustration for both of them, as they never quite knew how to connect without triggering each other. So how do these attachment styles impact relationships? Well, they affect the way we communicate, how we deal with conflict, and how we show affection. If you're secure, you're probably able to manage conflicts in a healthy way. If you're anxious, you might struggle with fear of abandonment. If you're avoidant, you might find it hard to express your emotions or be vulnerable. And if you're disorganized, you might find yourself in a push-pull dynamic that leaves you feeling confused or stuck. The key here is that our attachment styles are not set in stone. With awareness, we can work on understanding our behaviors and change the way we respond to our partners. So, what we can do about it: first, recognize your own attachment style. Once you understand your attachment style and the pattern, you can start working on healthier ways to connect with your partner. Couples therapy, couples coaching, like what we're doing here, can help you understand each other's attachment style and improve your communication. attachment styles play a huge role on how we connect with others, but they don't have to define our relationships. With the right tools, you can create a more secure and balanced connection. Thank you for listening. Jazakumullah khair. Wassalam.